Maharashtra, meanwhile, is slowly opening up after over 2 months of lockdown. The third phase of the mission Begin Again has begun from today. Mumbai's best bus services have opened to the public in non-essential services, and long queues were seen at bus stops this morning. Though commuters had their masks on, social distancing norms were difficult to follow in many of these places. People complained about waiting for over 1 hour to get a bus to reach their workplace. Massive traffic was witnessed at the Western Express Highway. This, as the state reported, 3,007 new cases on Sunday, taking the total tally to over 85,000. With this, the state has even surpassed China's official figure. And remember, I say official, we don't know if China is fudging its own figures. Of the total number of cases, 48,774, which is in excess of half, are in Mumbai alone. 91 new deaths were reported in the state in the last 24 hours, taking the death toll in Maharashtra to over 3,000 so far.
I'm right now on the Eastern Express Highway, and right here you can see an entire traffic jam that has happened because of small work construction that is going on at one end. But it's not just here. There are many places where, especially at traffic signals, after almost 2 to 3 months, Mumbai is witnessing traffic jams. And on this particular patch, there is a construction that is happening a little ahead that has not been completed by the local authorities, and that has led to a huge traffic jam, which is all the way extending till Sion. And right here, you can see a lot of people. I've spoken to quite a few, and they are saying that they are basically leaving their homes, their residences, after almost 2 to 3 months, and they're really going back to the work which they had been hoping that will start at some point. With cameraman Vaibhav Kangutkar in Mumbai with Daya for India Today.
Third phase of mission Begin Again, as called by the Maharashtra government, is today. And the best buses, Brihan Mumbai Electric Supply and Transport buses, have resumed services in the city, and 250 more buses will be plying on the streets other than the essential services people from today. From the third phase of mission Begin Again, the best buses will also be ferrying the employees of private companies which have been asked to work at an occupancy of 10%, and the government employees, the government offices which are opening and which will be working with a 15% employee attendance. Those passengers, those people can now take the best buses. Apart from that, as you mentioned, the electricians, the plumbers, the self-employed basically service providers can also take these buses. Now, social distancing is going to be the main rule of the best buses. It's almost an emotion. The best buses are almost an emotion for the Mumbai city, but it's never going to be the same how people earlier used to travel in the best buses, which used to be overcrowded. Maximum 35 people can take a bus, maximum of 5 standees and 1 person per seat. 30% in total, so which means 35 people can travel in one best bus. Traveling is definitely going to never going to be the same again. Only maximum 30 to 35 people are allowed in one best bus. Maximum of 5 standees, 1 person per seat. So only 30 to 35 people are allowed in one best bus, and social distancing is something which is right now mandatory for everyone to follow, even during the queues, also while taking the buses.
I want to go across to India Today's Saurabh Bhaktania joining us live from Mumbai. Saurabh, Maharashtra figures have just surpassed China's official COVID-19 figures. Unlock India has just begun in other parts of the country. How is Mumbai coping on Begin Again 1.0?
Well, Mumbai is not so lucky in terms of what have been opened in other parts of our country. First of all, the restaurants from malls and different eateries are not at all opened in Mumbai. The 10% crowd has been allowed to work in the private sector. They can go to their offices. One is that temperature checks will be done. The other is that Arogya Setu app is important. Now you can see we are at a very prominent junction. This is the CST junction, and it is always filled with crowd. But right now you can see how still there is a crowd on road. The very important point for this crowd is that the trains are actually not working. The Mumbai local lifeline is not working, and therefore you can see lot of crowd on road who are flying on the BST buses, their private vehicles. Now Mumbai has again witnessed a very huge number of spike even yesterday, but as you can see how the things are been opened up in Mumbai, there are many who are still not getting beds in hospital. Every time you would see in every 5 to 10 minutes an ambulance passing by. So slow and steady it has been started, and as Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray even mentioned that we have to live with this virus. So yes, people are actually coming out on the road. You can see how traffic at this busy CST junction is. I have been also told that from Virar side to Panvel side and other Dombiwali Kalyan side, from there people are taking time of around 2 to 3 hours to just reach office. Imagine such is the traffic on road in Mumbai. So it will take some time to get back for things to get normal. But many are asking for local trains to start, but that is a very distant thought because the government is
teething
in no
troubles
mood
as
of
expected
starting
have
local
been
trains
seen
in
with
Mumbai.
the buses and trains, and we'll have to see how everything else falls into place. Maharashtra, like no other part of the country, given the scale of the COVID-19 crisis in that state. We'll keep tracking that very closely. Saurabh, thank you very much for that ground report.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.